Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Gina, and in addition to running this YouTube channel, I also run an online plant shop called thepinktrellis.com, where I sell propagations from many of the plants that you see right here on this channel every week. I sell them in my plant shop. And then every other week I come to you with a video showcasing all the available plants that are in the shop, lost my voice for a second, for that week. So I had big plans to have a nice shop update for you guys, but it is winter. I've been following the weather. There's a YouTuber I watch on YouTube. I think his name is like Max Velocity or something. That's the channel. So I follow his weather reports that he puts out daily because the weather is very important to me, a plant seller, because I am shipping out plants all across the country, and weather can really make or break our plants. So he is, and the models, like the weather models, he is saying that next week is going to be very weathery, very weathery. There's going to be a lot of snow. There's more Arctic blasts coming to the US. And yeah, it's going to be snowy and cold. And I'm just not so keen about sending plants out when the weather is not so great. Now the plants, they can survive like delays, like a week delay in transit, but the problem comes when the temperatures are so low, like they are in the winter. They struggle with that. So because the weather is going to be weathering for the foreseeable future, at least the next 2 weeks, I'm going to hold off on posting new plants in the shop. So there are currently still some plants in the shop. I'm going to leave those there because not all of the US is going to be experiencing this bad weather. It's mostly like the Northeast. Definitely like the Northeast is going to get the most of it, the brunt of it, but also like through like the Ohio Valley, like the upper Midwest, the northern, basically the northern part of the country. There's like a line. But even a little bit south, I saw something about getting some snow. So I need you guys to be very aware of what your weather conditions are going to be. If you're going to place an order for plants, I recommend only people in the south, but still be very aware of what your weather forecast is. Check out that YouTuber I told you about, Max Velocity. See what he's saying for your part of the country. So, but even though there's not going to be new plants in the shop, there are new things in the shop. So if you are into crystals, I finally got my crystals loaded into the shop. My t-shirts, this is my TPT, the Pink Trellis logo t-shirts. Those are available now in the shop. And yeah, so you know what? I'm going to sneak in a little video here that I took, and I'm going to show you some of the crystals that are available in the shop. Hi guys, so I am popping in here real quick just to show you some of the crystals that you're going to find in my shop this week. And I'm just gonna grab them, show you a few of these. So here, this is a Russian flower agate, and this is in a heart shape. So in addition, so we have this one will be in the shop. They're so cute. I love heart-shaped crystals. They're one of my favorites. This is another one that you will find in the shop. And in addition to getting the crystal, I am including a stand. The stand holds it up, helps you to display your crystal on your shelf. It's just this little acrylic stand that will be included with your crystal. So I have those Russian flower agates, and then I also have these pink amethyst agate freeforms. So you can see they are very what they call druzy, and that is where it looks like that. You can really see the crystal, just the sparkly insides of this of these rocks. So I have like four, one, two, yeah, I have like four of these available in my shop. And you can pick which one you want. It's not like random choice on my part. They will be listed so that you can pick exactly which one you want. Not all of them are going to be that way, but those will be that way. So in addition, I have some really adorable, these are rose quartz mushrooms. I have a few of these available. They will be in the shop. And I also have more mushrooms. These are green adventuring mushrooms. Now the thing with adventuring or any of the crystals that end in "-ine" or "ite," you don't want to get those wet. So this is just going to be like a shelf sitter. This is not something you're going to want to put in a pot like with your plants because they can't get wet. They will get damaged if they get wet. So I have these. They're just little minis. I just love them. Just so cute. Mini mushrooms. Those will be available in the shop. And then I have some, let's see here. I have a couple of really beautiful celestite clusters. I decided to keep the one for myself. I showed you, I think, did I show you all of, no, I only showed you one. I unboxed one. I decided to keep the little egg-shaped one for myself, just because I like round things. But I have two more. This one is kind of round. These are actually bigger than the one I'm keeping. Did I mention it's really difficult for me to sell these? I want to keep them all for myself. But I have these celestites in the shop. And then I also have some pink amethyst flower agate towers. So I have 3 different ones. Again, this is a situation where you can pick exactly which one you want. And then this one. So 3 of those available in the shop. And also I have some rose quartz, 6-sided, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6-sided towers of rose quartz. And once again, these you can choose which ones you want. So there might be other stuff also, but I'm pretty sure there might be a couple other things, but that's the gist. That's the gist of what you're gonna find in my shop. So I don't have prices yet. I still a couple days before they're gonna be launching in the shop, so I will be figuring out prices, but you know, some of the bigger ones like this, of course, they're gonna be more expensive than like your mushrooms. So yeah. So those are I think some really pretty crystals. As I said in the video, it's really hard for me to sell. It's hard for me to give them up. I'm a crystal hoarder. But I love to share with you guys, and I can always get more. I can always get more to put in my plant shop. So yeah, so there's stuff like shirts, and these shirts are so nice. I mean, here, let me try and get closer for you to see. So the print on these, Derek and I designed this shirt, and the print is all plants that I sell in my plant shop. So here we have Syngonium panda, this is Hoya pubicalyx, Begonia Sinbad, Begonia, what's that one called? It's one of my favorites. This is one of the propagations from the mother plant. I'm drawing a blank. It'll be on the screen. This is Begonia. I think it's U641. This is Anthurium. This is a Dock Block Red Crystallinum Cross Forgetii. This is the variegated Alocasia frydek and Begonia brevirosa and Hoya amarillo. All my plants. And the pink trellis in the background. Anyway, I love my shirt. I love them. So, and they're really soft. So like out of the bag, they're not like super soft, but once you wash them, they really soften up, and they're nice. They're nice quality. So hopefully you like them. And if you want to sport TPT merch, you can pick that up in the shop. And you don't have to worry about it freezing and dying. You don't have to worry about the crystals or the t-shirts freezing or dying in transit. Although, that's not to say that you don't have to worry at all, because I had a package last week that burned. And you're probably saying to yourself, well, what? It burned? So I shipped out a plant last week, or 2 weeks ago. I guess it was 2 weeks ago now. And I checked the tracking. It was out for delivery. Yay, out for delivery. So then I checked it later in the evening just to make sure. I always check to see what's going on with your packages. And I saw it said failed delivery, which I've never seen that before. I've seen attempted delivery. I see delays or something like that, but I've never seen failed delivery. So I clicked on it, and it said failed delivery, cannot be delivered, cannot be returned to sender. It has been disposed of by the USPS. So I'm like, what? So I wrote the customer, did you get this package? No, she did not get the package. So I was going to be going to the post office that day. So I asked my post office. It's like a little satellite USPS office, not the main. She couldn't help me. She said, go to the main. They'll be able to help you at the main. So I went to the main post office. They could not help me. They told me to call the 800 number. So that's what I did. And I spent the next 45 minutes or so on hold. Finally, they answered, and they took, they looked at the information, made a case on it, and told me that they were going to have my customer's post office give me a call back and let me know what's going on. So I was like, okay, great. So the next day, it was a Saturday. I was shocked. Saturday, they called, and they told me that the package was out for delivery, and on the delivery, during that delivery route, the postal truck started on fire, and everything on that truck was lost. So that poor Hoya Sarawak Pink, RIP, perished on the postal truck. So most likely, even your shirts or your crystals will make it fine, even if it's below zero, cold, Arctic blast, or delayed from a blizzard. It's still going to make it to you fine, as long as your postal delivery truck doesn't start on fire. Okay, so after that fun, exciting story, let me just show you. We have to look at some plants. We're here in the tent. Let's look at some plants. So there are some things, like I said, that are still available in the shop. If you live in warmer climates, in the warmer part of the US, you might want to check this out. So I do have this lovely Hoya lacunosa Asami, which is available, and the lacunosa Asami is the one that has the outside variegation on it. Really pretty. It's a pretty nice long plant for you. And let's see, I have a nice big Hoya obovata splash. It has some splashiness to it. Nice big one. It's got those, it's got roots coming out of the bottom. That one is available. And I have this Hoya sigillatus, just the original version, because I do sell the silver, which I was planning to post this week, but because of, you know, the weather, I'm delaying it. But I'll show you a few of the things that I had wanted to list. Like this is the Sigillatus silver, nice long vine on this one. It was supposed to be listed this week. Another Discidia russifolia, variegated, really cute. So the nice thing is that these will eventually be listed in the shop, but it's going to be a few weeks, probably at least 3 weeks. I'm thinking going, unless the forecast changes, yeah, it's going to be, it might not be till March. I might have to hold out till March. So this is a new one I was going to post in the shop. This is the Hoya macrophylla variegated Snow Queen. Isn't she beautiful? So by the time these actually do make it into the shop, they're going to be bigger plants. They're going to be even bigger than this. Like this is the newest leaf, still very soft. It'll be interesting to see how much bigger that one gets. So there's 1, 2, 3, currently 4 leaves. If that one doesn't fall off, we'll have to see how it looks in a few weeks. That should be fun. I have this really big Hoya quinquenervia I was going to list with the trellis because it's just so big. I love this one. I love how this one sun stresses a really pretty red. Another new one I was going to have in the shop, which will be eventually, this is the Hoya nummularioides. I think I'm saying that correctly. Love this plant. I love the shape of these leaves and how fuzzy soft they are. I love this one. Love it. And it's like, it's a more common one. I'm not sure if you can find, you might be able to, I don't think so. I think at one time you could find them at big box stores, but not recent, I don't think. Or I could be wrong. Maybe you can find them. I had this nice size Hoya Daikie I was going to list this week. So we'll see if there's a new leaf right here. You can see it right there. Right there. We'll see how big that one is in a few weeks, if that one has grown. And one more, we'll just do one more. This big Hoya pubicalyx with this giant vine here, so. And then there are some, I think there's a begonia listed. There's some a syngonium, 1 or 2 syngonium that are, I think, in the shop. There's not a whole lot of plants listed, but it's what's left over from last week's update, which it's my smaller update, and I don't do a video on my smaller updates. So, you know, I am so looking forward to spring, warmer temperatures. My favorite time of year to ship is actually fall, like in the fall, like between like September, October, November, December. Temperatures are they're like perfect during that time. Winter, of course, the worst. Summer can be, you know, iffy if the temperatures are really high, but not like, you don't have the losses like you do in the winter. Yeah, so I apologize for no big shop update for you guys, but like I said, there's t-shirts, there's crystals, those are available, and there are a few plants still in the shop, but if you live in the northern part of the country, probably not a good idea. If you're in the south, better chances. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Even though I'm not going to be having, in the next couple of weeks, not going to be having any plant shop updates on Friday, I'm still going to bring you a video. That's the plan, unless things change. The plan is to still bring you a video, so I'll still have 2 videos a week for you. So thanks you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.